Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forget We Said That. My name is Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion.
All right. Well, we have a couple things lined up for this broadcast from coast to coast. I don't know. We were just talking about some movies. I know we had some other topics lined up, but we were sort of jabbering a little bit about some of the live action stuff we've been seeing. I know that last episode Legion was thinking about talking about the Lilo and Stitch, which is fitting. Let's just say that. The Lilo and Stitch remake, live action remake. I don't even know the terminology for some of these things. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you wanted to
I
jump
actually
into the
don't know
Lilo
either.
and Stitch thing, because boy, I feel like you'd be the arbiter of like what this trailer or whatever this movie looks like it's doing well and
So
what it
did any of
doesn't.
you guys watch the trailer for it?
I really should.
No.
Maybe we should do a live watch.
I haven't seen it. You're the only person that has even brought it up.
Yeah. So, like, a few things, if I may say. Actually, you know what? I can't hate on it too hard because one of my coworkers is going to be in the movie.
Let's
Not
go.
as the main character, but as a background. So, if you guys, if it's not a complete, like, bad movie, I'll try to timestamp him
Yeah.
to see
I bet
That's so
there,
cool.
if we can search for him.
like as much as like the idea I think is maybe all around stupid. I bet there's gonna be some redeeming qualities to it at least. I mean, from what my vibes are like in that area where it's like. I bet there could be like it might kind of surprise some people, kind of be a little better than you might think.
Yeah, so let's go over the good stuff. Why don't we?
Okay.
So, filmed on Oahu, Big Island, and Kauai, which is where everybody films. Like that's where like Jurassic Park was filmed. That's where like Jumanji was filmed. So that's good. And then so it's like a mixture. I think like based on like the shots from the trailer, I can tell like which island was which and which location.
How cool.
So it's like gonna be like a mixture. I believe I looked this up, but canonically, Lilo and Stitch takes place on Kauai. That's where it's like based off of.
Okay.
It's just that like for the most part, like a lot of like the scenery is like the Big Island, so that's just a little discrepancy.
So wait,
But and also, oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. It's not technically Hawaii. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to think of.
No, it is. It's Kauai. It's just not like technically Kauai because it's kind of three different islands like combined,
Right. Okay. Okay.
like-
Interesting.
like in the movie.
Okay.
But also, all the main actors, so like Lilo, Nani, like David, all those guys, like they're all like from Hawaii, like different parts, like from Maui and Big Island, from my island as well. So I do really like that. I'm glad that they actually like kept to actual like people that are like a native to Hawaii. So I like that. The stuff I didn't like is just the extra like things they had to do to pad the runtime. Cause I looked it up on IMDb and like checked like live action versus the animated. I think the animated's like an hour and 20 minutes, and like the live action remake is gonna be like an hour and 40. So they really like padded like a crazy runtime, and you can like kind of tell because like in the trailer there's just like so much like I don't know like just added stuff that doesn't really make sense. There's like a whole thing about like Stitch being like, is Stitch a bad guy? I'm like, I was like, oh my god, this is so dumb. Just because like I feel like the reason like Stitch's character is so cool is that like he doesn't like kind of like self-realize he's a bad guy. He just realizes that like him doing shitty things affects the people that he loves around him, and that's what forces him to change. This whole like weird narrative, like, am I the bad guy? Am I the asshole Reddit thing? Is just like it like bothers me.
Well, that is kind of part of his character. I feel like it's kind of like the chaotic guy, the chaotic neutral kind of guy.
Yeah, and like his growth is not like self-realization though. It's just realization for the people around him, and like him having that line in the trailer, like, "Oh, is Stitch bad? Is Stitch the bad guy?" I was like, "No, please don't." And then, shoot, what was the other thing that bothered me? Oh yeah, you know, like the Cobra Bubbles, the that black agent that
Oh,
shows
yeah.
up like to their house, yeah.
Okay.
So like they casted somebody like he's all right, but I feel like they could have actually casted like the voice actor. The voice actor is like Vinny James. If you ever watched like the Mission Impossible movies, he's like the black actor in like the main ensemble.
Okay.
He's the same actor that voices that character. I was like, damn, they should have just hired him. I know he's old as fuck right now, but
He'd
I feel like
do
he still
it.
matches the character.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I think the CGI on everybody's kind of like weird.
Bro.
Like on Stitch, it's like very like obvious. Like it's not doesn't really blend well. And then one of the things that like bothered me is like in the trailer, you know the what's it called? Jumba and Pleatly, you know, the two aliens that are tasked to go and find Stitch and bring him back to the
Right.
council to get reprimanded and all that. Like, so I thought like the funniest bit about the animated show was that they were still like aliens, but they like wore like cheap like disguises,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mustaches and like hats and stuff like
Oh,
that.
right.
In the live action, they're doing like a hologram thing. So it's gonna be like Seth Rogen and like some other fucking dude playing those characters, and it bothers me that it's them and not just like the aliens dressed up like weird humans.
Yeah. Wait. So the aliens are animated though, huh? Like the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
those-
they're gonna be CG, but
Yeah.
but you know to like cut costs on that, they're like doing like a hologram technology to
Yeah.
make themselves look like humans. So they're gonna like look like Seth Rogen. And
Oh,
some
they are
other
gonna
dude, I
look like
forgot.
Seth Rogen. Oh my
What?
god. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
like the wigs and the hats and
Yeah,
all
no,
that.
I
It's
know what
Yeah, I
you mean.
love that
hilarious.
too.
No, I did. I just watched the trailer. Just kind of. You actually perfectly timed it when you started mentioning like stuff, because like right when you started
Mm-hmm.
talking about the agent or whatever, he popped up on screen. And who's it played by?
I'm not sure. Like I think it's like the actor from The Wire, but I just wish it was the actual voice actor because he's actually
Yeah.
a big dude that actually matches the character. But that was like my rant about it because I was like watching and I was like, this shouldn't bother me as much as it does. But I already know I'm probably not gonna like it for the most part because they're adding like so much extra stuff to like fill out like an hour and 40, you know, to make it like a major motion picture.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. I don't know if maybe there's some stuff that was cut from the cutting room floor. Maybe they'll just adding it back in.
Hopefully. I know like I'll be a little excited because my friend's gonna be in the movie.
Right.
And then, because like it was the same about like Jurassic World when that came out. When it came out, I hated that movie. But when I was taking acting in college, when my friends mentioned like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in the movie," I'm like, "Oh shoot, that's cool." And then lo and behold, he's like, every time like that scene pops up, I'm like, "Oh my god,
I
that's
know
him."
that guy.
This is kind of an extra situation.
Yeah, as an extra,
Yeah.
like he's only been in there for like 2 seconds, but it's
Yeah.
very clear that it's
And-
him. Like
and
he's like on
then you
screen.
become
It's
Leo-
awesome.
Funny.
You become Leonardo DiCaprio for a second.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, oh my god. So even though I hate that fucking Jurassic Park movie, like I still like it for
Yeah.
the fact that I can point him out every time.
The actor's name for what Cobra Bubbles is Courtney B. Vance. Just so everybody knows.
Courtney B.
I
Vance.
IMDb'd
Okay,
it,
okay.
baby.
Nice.
Oh, man, yeah, Zach
But yeah,
Efron.
that kind of led me into like the discussion of like live action movies and like for the most part how they don't work. I don't know about you guys, but like I guess I can like describe like remakes and live action, like even adapted from books and shows and things like that.
Yeah, I was reading Legion's suggestion for favorite live action remakes, and I've got a confession. I hate them.
Wow.
I don't watch them because
I don't think you'll get much pushback from most people. I mean, we were talking about it before this, like, especially lately. It's like such a lazy,
yes,
weird
bro.
thing. Well, yeah, here's the well, there's a whole conspiracy I could unravel here, or not really unravel, but try to like explain. But it does seem like for some reason, it's not really conspiracy, but for some reason people don't want to go see animated movies. Like they think it's like I don't know. They think it's too childish, I guess. Like someone's going to catch them at the movie theater and say like, or like at their home watching it, and they're going to be like, "You're watching a child's like show or something." Like people are insecure, I think,
Big
apparently.
deal.
Like, because I guess they see that in the box office or whatever, and they're like, well, what if we take a really good story from an animated thing and then make it like live
And
action?
ruin it.
Yeah, and ruin it. Yeah, but like that's not how
Kill
they're
your
seeing
dreams.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, just destroy them. Yeah, I was talking to Brandon about that too, and I was like, I really don't fucking like them. I was like, every time they've come out with a Disney live action remake, I was like, you've heard me. I go, I'm not fucking seeing that. They are not ruining my shit for me. And then I had to really think about it. have I even sat down and watched them? And then yes, I have. I thought of one that I can think of that I like.
What?
1994's Jungle Book. I love that.
Okay.
I
okay.
love that movie. And then, of course, George of the Jungle, with Brendan Fraser, because that was also a cartoon. But I was like, those movies are kind of similar. Man in the forest, wild, raised by animals.
For some reason,
sexy as hell.
I really love. Yeah. No, I can.
Well, except Mowgli.
Yes.
What is he supposed to be, like 8, or is he supposed to be like?
Well,
closer
they
to, like,
show him as
16 or
an
some
adult in the Jungle Book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in the live action one. Okay.
Yeah. Not the child in the underwear.
Not
Gross.
the child in his underwear, his red underwear.
Yeah, in his red underwear. No, when he's an adult. I know he's played by he looks like a Filipino guy. I'm not sure who he is in the 1994 one. Yeah.
It was Legion.
It was Legion.
It was
I can't
me.
believe it.
Or a year before I was born.
The year before he was born. How'd he do it?
It really is a master.
I love that one, dude. It's so good.
But yeah,
What was the one that ruined it for you then? That you were like, fuck live action. This doesn't work anymore.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's played. Sorry. This Jungle Book played in 1994 is by Jason Scott Lee. He's from Oahu.
Oh,
what the hell's going on?
see?
Love it.
I have a type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry. Back to you. What was the one that ruined it? Like you're like, this remake is so bad. I'm not seeing another one.
I wish I could remember. There has to be something that had pissed me off genuinely for me to be like, I will never, but I
They're
can't
so
think of it.
forgettable. Like, I mean, there was like Beauty and the Beast or whatever.
My mom asked me about that. I never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
People
I'm
like
trying
that. I
to
hated
remember.
that one.
That's with Emma Watson, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love Emma
Yeah.
Watson. I never watched it, though.
She's not a great singer
No,
though. She
it was,
cannot
like,
hit like the
auto-tuned
mark
to
that
shit,
Belle hits
right?
in the animated show.
That sucks.
Those are some high ass notes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Oh yeah. Well, The Little Mermaid. I don't know. I never
never
watched
saw
it.
that one.
No, I never watched most of these. I'm trying. Like, what are some ones from like back in like the early 2000s or something? I might have seen some of those.
I don't know. Google it. You're on the
Yeah, I guess so.
internet. Yeah, there had to be something that made me mad.
Was it Aladdin? I hated that one.
I
I didn't even
never
get
saw it.
halfway through.
My mom and I talked about that one. I never saw it. She said the soundtrack was whack.
It is, man.
She said
Holy crap.
the Dumbo one was good. She wanted me to watch
Oh
that.
yeah, I think I heard that
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty good.
Have to watch that one.
Yeah, I think like it goes back to the Lilo and Stitch thing. Is because like it's added like runtime, so they're just adding shit that wasn't in the original, but it doesn't like add to the story at all. Then they add like more soundtracks. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get pissed again, but
See?
but the guy who orchestrated the music back in the day, like for like animated Disney shows, like from Little Mermaid up into Beauty and the Beast, so like Howard Ashford, that guy was a fucking juggernaut of a music composer. He wrote everything for Disney, all the songs you like from like Lion King all the way down. Like he wrote all that, and then when he sadly like passed in 2010 ish. And then when they started to make the remakes, I'm like, this is not gonna hit as hard as much as Howard would have written this. This is not gonna be as good.
Unless it's Phil Collins.
Dude, that's probably one of the craziest soundtracks. That soundtrack like didn't have to go so hard.
And Tarzan.
Like Phil Collins and Tarzan, like, but he just went in on that thing, and like it's
Yeah.
one of the most memorable Disney soundtracks
For
ever.
real. It's so good.
I got.
What'd
a
you
list.
find, Aqua?
Yeah. Oh, I do remember 101 Dalmatians. Back in '96. Remember that one?
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, I was a
saw that.
tiny kid, and I liked
Is
it.
that
I
Hugh
remember.
Grant?
I remember liking it. I guess.
Oh, wait, yes. No, I did see that one.
With
I
with
did like
what's her
that
face? I can't even think right now.
Is it...
I have. Oh, Glenn
Meryl
Close.
Streep?
No, Glenn
No.
Close.
No,
I
Glenn
thought
Close.
she
Yeah.
was in one.
You were far off. It was Glenn Close.
Oh, you know what? The new one with, what's her name? Where it's just focused on Cruella de Vil.
Oh, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yeah, I
Is that
like.
good?
Yeah, that was a
Right. What is that
good
called? Like
movie.
Cruella or something? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Oh, it
something
is.
Like
it's
that,
called
but
Cruella. Yep. Mhm.
Just Cruella. I
Technically,
did like
in
that.
not a
2021.
remake, though, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind
Technically
of
not a
I don't know, is
remake.
it a spin-off?
Spin-off.
Yeah,
Just like
spin-off.
Maleficent was.
Yeah, right. I was gonna mention
Oh,
Maleficent,
I love those.
which is
movies.
okay. Okay, some of these are all right. Yeah, some of especially when they go
Yeah, but
at
they're
a
not.
different
They're
angle.
not. Yeah, but
They
they're
don't
not
count.
remakes, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why.
No, and that's fine. And yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, yeah, that makes sense. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I watched
Yeah, like it. Go ahead.
No, I watched a really good video lately about like the history of like fairy tales and like especially Sleeping Beauty, and so I started thinking about different fairy tales. So then, yeah, there's like the Cinderella. I don't think I watched. Did I watch that one? Like some of the Sleeping Beauty, like which one was it? I mean, yeah, there's Cinderella. I don't know about that one, but there was like one Sleeping Beauty. Who would that been about? Maybe was that also about the Queen? Anyway, that one wasn't so
Yeah,
bad.
that might have been like
with what's her face.
That might have been
I'll
like
find it.
a Sleeping Beauty thing. That's just like a spinoff of like, not a spinoff, but it was basically Sleeping Beauty but told from Maleficent's.
Yeah,
point
and
of
I guess
view.
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that and it was a decent adaptation. Well, not really an adaptation. It was a decent story based on that fairy tale, which is okay. Yeah, there was Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, the Jungle Book, Aladdin. Yeah, oh yeah, and there's been Alice in Wonderland like remakes
Oh,
and
yeah.
things like
Okay.
that.
That's true, and I do
That's better.
love that movie. I love the live action remake of Alice in Wonderland.
To be fair,
Yeah,
not like
they
an
actually-
original Disney.
Tim Burton one.
Yeah, Tim Burton, right. Yeah, oh, and I don't know if that's technically a Disney thing. I mean, the movie, the original movie, I guess that makes sense. But it was a book also before that. So, but I guess a lot
Yes,
of these are
of
fairy
course,
tales.
That's
and stuff
true.
Like that.
Well, we can count live action remake adaptation things like across everything.
Yeah, yeah. I
do
could only
that.
find a list of Disney stuff. I'm just trying to think of. Yeah. What's another?
What about hated ones, Aqua? What one did you not like at all? It can be anything.
Yeah, I'm
Doesn't have to
trying
be like Disney related.
I mean, yeah. What's something I watched but didn't? Oh, I think I actually did. Did I watch Christopher Robin?
Oh my gosh!
No, I
I
honestly
never
no. I
watched
don't
that
think
one
I
either.
did. Yeah.
You're just remembering Djibouti.
Christopher Robin. No. I'm thinking about that Disney. Wasn't there that one Disney? Dang it! What was it about? It was kind of about Disney. Maybe it was kind of also about Mary Poppins or something. It was about. I guess this doesn't really apply, but it was about Disney, and I didn't. I remember at the end, I was like, that was so like sugar coated and like stupid.
Like the making
It was
of
like Tom Hanks
Mary
or whatever
Poppins.
or
Ye-
something.
yes.
I think. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what the name of it was. Look at Tom. I'll try to find Tom Hanks's IMDb or something.
I can't remember what it's called either, but I liked
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, I thought it was
If you-
kind of overly sweet. I don't know.
If you want the real version, watch Defunctland, guys.
Yeah,
Link 'em in
Defunctland, yeah. Get the real like mismanagement of like, Disney, the real stories.
Fucking, what's that one guy who kept making shitty decisions for Disney? Fuck, what's his name? He almost like tanked them in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, definitely
Anyway,
watch
this,
Defunctland. Kevin Perger from Kansas City, Missouri. He's
My
a
great grandma
YouTuber.
on my mom, like her dad's mom, she used to draw. She was a cartoonist. She used to draw for Walt Disney back in the day.
Damn, that's a
Oh,
high
that's
honor.
cool.
Yeah, he took her to dinner one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Now, how come you're not Miss?
Yeah,
Alyssa
why
Disney
haven't
then?
you inherited it?
Because he was married and not supposed to be doing that.
Bro, that's actually really
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I was like, God, she got around.
Yeah, Alyssa's secretly part of like royalty.
Dude.
I
Like,
know.
Disney
I was like,
royalty.
Well, that's just
Why
it.
are we not getting in for free?
Well, to be fair, like Disney's actual kids, or I think grandkids at this point, or maybe great grandkids, like they're kind of. I think they sold most of their like shares. Like I know that like
Shit, I would never.
or not sold, but like they're not involved in any decision making, and they like have
Oh, yeah,
a lot
of
of
course.
disagreements about like the way Disney goes, but yeah, they're not like on the board. I think that's more what it is. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't even need to watch this movie, but here's one that I don't think I could ever watch is Cats.
Oh, and you would think that I did, but I never did.
Yeah, well,
I never saw it.
like that. I don't know. From what I saw, that could never be good. I don't know why they even attempted that.
Yeah.
I
As soon
remember.
as they put for that fucking late show guy. I was like, yeah, it's over for this movie.
Dude.
I never saw it. I remember asking my mom to take me when I was a kid, like, oh, a Broadway show. It's about cats. I was like, Mom, can you take me? And she'd be like, God, no, Alyssa, we're not going to see that.
I mean, I've heard
like,
the Broadway show is
why?
good.
I want to see the cats.
But the movie, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never
It
seen
looked crazy.
It just looks so bad.
It's like the butthole cut. Release the butthole cut.
What?
Because apparently there's a version with all buttholes.
What?
Like with buttholes
They animated
on the
that in.
animated
That's funny.
people cats. And like they didn't use it, but then they like leaked that it exists.
Nuh-uh. Get out of here.
The butthole cut, like the Snyder cut.
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. It was a huge meme at the time.
10 more
and
minutes of buttholes.
Yeah.
Ew.
Someone needs to animate it all. Add it back in. Add it back in. What? Oh, and here's some upcoming ones. I thought there's apparently a Hercules, a Robin Hood, Aristocats. Maybe
I love
Alyssa will see that.
Aristocats.
Yeah. Bambi, which is crazy.
What
Oh,
the
my-
fuck?
please don't do
Tangled.
that.
Tangled would be weird too, but yeah,
How are
Bambi.
you going to do Tangled?
Well, that's what I was gonna. Well, how they did Lion King. There's another horrible one.
No more CGI.
I know.
Kills
Yeah,
it.
it just looks so bad.
I know.
man.
Well, would they do Bambi? Yeah, they're gonna use real deer.
A real deer. Boom.
And Chris Pratt's gonna voice like Bambi.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
it's gonna be
sick of him. God.
It's so funny, like rewatching Parks and Rec and being like, I like Chris Pratt, and then like going to his like current filmography with all these movies and be like, I hate Chris Pratt.
Hate him. Yeah.
oversaturation.
Mhm.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah, Bambi. I want to play the hunter in Bambi.
Oh, God.
Yeah, guaranteed. The all the cute moments in Bambi that they're iconic, like the butterfly in the nose, smelling the flower and stuff. That is not gonna look anywhere as good as it did back in the day with those
I know.
animations.
Stop it. I hate that.
And then they're gonna like add like a whole side story about his dad and some shit. I bet.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, they're gonna like you said before, extend that runtime.
Yeah, they extend that runtime. They're gonna have a whole flashback sequence of the dad, the mom, and Bambi like running in the forest, like or running away from like mountain lions and some shit for like 20 minutes.
Ugh. Can't do it. Can't do it. They need to just leave it alone and just write a new movie, a new storyline, new characters, something cool. Stop remaking stuff.
Nah,
Changing it.
all they know is remakes or like spin-offs.
They're running
Just look
out of
at Star
ideas.
Wars right now. They're just like, I don't know, how do we add Jedis
Yeah.
into shit?
No more.
Well, that's a good point because I was just gonna say that all these Google results are like just I just put in live action remakes list or something. Yeah, that's what I said. And but every single result is about a Disney live action remake. Like I did not have to put that in. Everything says Disney on this result. So I don't know. Like
That's all
but-
they have.
Yeah, that's literally the only things that have ever been remade. But like, yeah, Star Wars. Have I been hearing that they might? I don't know if they're gonna adapt. Maybe they would adapt like the Clone Wars like cartoon into like real thing. Like I don't know. I feel like that's on the table. If nothing else, I don't know if So that would make an animated to live action remake list if that ever did happen. Now, whether it be good or not,
We'll
who
see.
knows?
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
know if
see
they could do
that.
any worse than Disney.
Clone Wars is pretty good. It's a good TV
I never
show.
watched it, but I do. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, they brought them Japanese directors over, and they're like, let's do this shit.
Making an anime.
Didn't they do a Milan 2 live action?
Oh, yeah.
that was.
I
That was
I
apparently
refuse to watch
awful.
that, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they do the dragon all CGI and all that too, or did they leave him out?
Did it all CGI.
God damn it.
The thing I hate, this is secondhand when someone watched the movie. I didn't actually watch the movie. The thing I hate about the Mulan live action remake is that like they gave her like almost like superpowers.
Yeah.
Where she's like able to like jump off walls and do backflips and
Oh,
like
Lordy.
basically climb like heights and stuff like that, and that just goes against everything that
is.
Mulan's about.
I
I love that character, and like the reason why she's such a good like inspiring character is that she worked her fucking ass off to do all this stuff all the men did.
Yep. No.
And then like the movie remake, she's just doing like I don't know like like a wall running Assassin's Creed type shit.
And then that guy falls in love with a young boy and then realizes she has tits and is like, God damn it. And then he's like, you know what?
Fine, you're not a man.
I
I'll
love
give it
the
a
line in the
shot.
movie, a woman.
Come on. I hate those.
They've got teeth in so many places. But yeah, no, I was like with the Snow White stuff going on. I remember we were definitely talking about that before. It's like I don't know, we don't really want to go too much into it. I don't think because Disney's just awful. That's what it boils down to. But like I was watching something to do with that, and they did. I think someone was kind of like analyzing, like, okay, it's not bad because like she's bad or whatever, Rachel or whatever. It's bad because Disney's just not writing these things.
Because Gal Gadot's bad. Oh.
Yeah. That much is.
I heard.
Oh yeah, did you see the TikTok where she sounds like Scooby Doo?
She sounds like hella robotic. I've seen a couple TikToks today about it.
Okay, well there was
She
one.
sounds like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, no, there's one where she.
Kowlow,
It's like,
no.
God, I can't remember the line now. Like, you what? And you're like, what? Like, it just sounds so cartoonish the way she
What?
delivers the line. Oh, I'll link it for sure.
Is she?
I remember the Wonder Woman one.
I was gonna say she was Wonder
Hey, you
Woman.
have to get back the stone. It's not safe.
Oh, so she is a bad actress then.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
no,
never
she's
saw
not.
that movie either.
Yeah, she's not.
It's not
good.
great.
She's
That
yeah,
sucks. She's gorgeous.
She is.
I think she got her like Hollywood star like a week
No.
ago, but I know you got to pay for
Yeah, you
those
have to pay,
things,
like,
so
that's
she
such
just
a-
paid
yeah.
for her,
She's
for her own star.
Is she Israeli?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Something
Yes.
like that. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
No, yeah,
But-
no, I definitely think she's attractive.
But not talented. That
Yeah,
sucks.
no, I'll link the Scooby Doo thing. It's just really
Yeah,
funny.
for sure.
But,
yeah.
But what was I gonna say? They were kind of analyzing like why these people are, or why these movies are bad. It's not necessarily because of the people, but because of Disney. And it did. Somebody mentioned that thing where it's like Mulan. I mean, people say this word all the time, but they definitely made her into like a Mary Sue. They kind of like, you know, when in the cartoon it is, she's like, she has to prove herself as somebody who doesn't know this stuff and has to like accomplish her own goals, and she doesn't have the powers. Yeah, some crazy like, because and that apparently in the live action, I haven't seen it once again, but like apparently she does. She has like superpowers basically. And it's like,
Right.
okay,
Those-
that's not how it went.
man.
That's not, that just destroys everything. And kind of the same with
Make
Snow
her
White.
OP.
Snow White or like Sleeping Beauties, where like they, like some of these characters were never meant to like be like the main character. Like there's a whole kind of like thing around them, I mean, for better or for worse. But like you can't like make a whole movie around Snow White, who's literally the fairest person of them all. So it's like, okay, so where's the conflict?
I was
Yeah.
trying to get like I was trying to think like who would have been a good actress for Snow White too. Like I was trying to think of like a really pale actress that would have been good for that role, but I couldn't really think of.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
I don't think there's much problem
hard to
with Rachel,
yeah.
but I mean, if you wanted to try to think of someone, I couldn't. Yeah, who's really pale? Usually, that's
It's a
like,
hard
that's-
role to fill because you have to be you have to look the part and also be able to sing really well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like they had Kristen Stewart as Snow White
yeah,
and Snow
I
White and the
remember that.
Huntsman. And I was like,
my god!
she's
I mean,
not
they got the
Snow
pale
White.
part down.
Yeah.
That was like a fever dream.
But there's
that movie.
like there's a look to it. Like she's got round features and stuff like that. Like maybe
Right.
like a Rose McGowan would have been good. You know.
Yeah,
back
I
in the
mean, if
day.
you want to go, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
trying
something
to
like
think,
somebody
too.
like that.
Yeah, I don't really know, that's a good question. I didn't really think about it because, like, I think Rachel's like fine. It's like, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, and especially can she sing? I don't really know, but if she can sing, then
I'm
probably-
guessing
I
not.
think so.
Yeah, but they
I
do
don't
seem to
think-
be
I think
blaming-
She can actually.
They-
Yeah.
Can
Disney,
she?
Disney seems to be blaming Rachel pretty much for everything. They're like throwing her way under the bus. They're like,
The fall guy. It was her, not us.
Damn. It
We
was
have
her
the best
idea.
writers.
Yeah, she made us.
She approached us about it.
Yeah. I watched a TikTok today. They were just like, you know what? Watching that shitty movie, it made me appreciate the original, the cartoon Snow White. So we
Yeah.
watched that instead.
That is what's kind of happening, isn't it?
That's what I hope, because to get back to me complaining some more, I love Avatar and all that, and like the Netflix show is just so fucking bad. It's just so bad. Just like it's just the same thing like the Disney one. It's just rewriting stuff to like fit your narrative without it being like true to the character, or adding stuff that doesn't really matter. Like I think I forgot who said this, but like there's no point in just remaking a movie shot for shot, right? Obviously, you know, whoever takes control, like the director and writer, I want them to add stuff, you know, because why spend all this money if you're just gonna make something that that's the same but just looks worse?
Yeah.
So like I'm always like for like adding new stuff, like your own style to it, but if it doesn't benefit the story, or you have to fundamentally like change characters to fit certain things, you just ruin everything.
Yeah.
And like Avatar's like a prime example of like making like characters like different and then like not helping the story, because I think Avatar's like biggest problem was that it didn't want its characters to have flaws. Like everyone had to be like perfect from the beginning, which is like the worst character writing, because there's no growth, right? There's no way to go if you're already at like your peak, or you're already like a person that's like kind of where they're at the like the last part of the season. People have to have flaws so they can learn to grow past it to make them better characters. And it's not just true about like stories, but it's also true about people, right? It just makes it for more interesting. If someone like starts off like already perfect, you just like lose people because there's nothing to relate to then.
Are we talking about Avatar the anime, or Avatar the blue people?
Last Airbender. Sorry, should have mentioned that.
Because I haven't seen the Blue People movies at all. I guess that was like one to see in theater. Everybody was like blowing their fucking brains out about it. The Last Airbender, I remember that cartoon being on at night. Nickelodeon, yeah. I've fallen asleep to it a couple times, but I never watched there was a live-action remake of that.
There was a movie by M. Night Shyamalan, and then there was a Netflix remake of the show. Both very terrible.
Did they ever... I was just thinking, did they ever do a Pocahontas live remake? Maybe they didn't.
I don't think so. And that would be
probably run into a lot of problems
there
culturally.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't think they ever will.
Oh, man, I love that movie, though. I know it's not accurate at all, but
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to see who they cast as Cocoam, because, let me say, loved him. I can't believe he died. Pocahontas fucking slept on Cocoam, dude. That was so stupid. Oh, he's serious. He's too... Who cares? He's hot. Gonna get with his weak-ass white dude with the blonde hair.
Wow.
He's got a gun, Alyssa.
He's got a gun and a shiny helmet. Who cares?
I don't think I had any fucking like colonizer ancestors. They all came later.
Oh yeah, mine too. Thank God, mine came from Italy and Poland, so we were just as disliked. Disney. Yeah,
Right.
Disney, I guess.
Yeah, so
they were just as disliked as everybody else.
I'm no fucking John Goddamn Smith or whatever the hell.
Nope.
I can't believe they gave him that name.
I know. Well, yeah.
John
They could have given him something kind of cool.
Yeah. They had to be on purpose. Yeah, I don't know. Well, and that's kind of the other thing is like, I mean, you were gonna run into problems with Snow White too when you did or didn't cast like people with dwarfism.
Oh yeah.
And like, I still don't understand why. Like, I've heard some stories about like whether or not like they were going to go with like dwarf actors, but like they didn't. Like they got cold feet kind of thing. Like you know, I don't know. I've heard like some things about that. I don't know. Like just
what was
rumors.
Up with that? Like,
but it seems like they should have. I think if they did, they'd be looking at least people would be saying, "Oh, great, they casted those actors. They gave them work." You know, and like, and hopefully they would have done like a good job acting, and you know, could get more roles. But I don't know. I don't know why you just go right to like, oh yeah, CGI, and they all look really creepy.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I get it. Like, there's the, the conversation that they're probably tired of being cast as dwarves and elves and, fairy tale folk. But at the same time, that's the story.
And it wasn't like, it's not a malicious story about like how they're like weird dwarves.
The slavery.
They're really humanized.
Oh, they work in the mines, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're basically fantasy dwarves. So it's like, okay, so they're short stature. We can cast short stature people. I don't understand like why that made Disney so like, we can't do that. It'll look so bad. And it's like, really, the CGI creepy dwarves that, it would have like
the AI generated dwarves.
Now you've made like short stature people seem more creepy.
I would feel like slighted if I saw that. I'd be like, well, geez, I would have liked to fulfill that role. Oh, I gotta put on a hat?
I mean,
okay.
Like you say, there is problems. Like, you don't be like, let's get this short person in here and make fun of them in our movie. And it's like, obviously that's horrible and stupid and bad. But like, but it's like, okay, but you can cast them like when you need to. I don't know. I guess it's just my own thing, because there's this whole thing about like Peter Dinklage, and he said something about, he made his opinion known on it, and in some ways,
what'd he say?
He said something about like, well, he kind of had that opinion where he's like, well, I don't think it's good that they. I guess I shouldn't try to quote him if I don't know exactly what he said, but like he gave an opinion. Like, I think he did. It was similar to that, where it's like, you shouldn't pigeonhole them into the into these short people roles when it doesn't fit or just for bad reasons. But it did, in some ways it did. I don't know if that influenced like Disney's opinions or whatever. I guess I could try to find the quote. But yeah, you
think they're gonna do the Sonic cut where they actually just retroactively make them the actors or something?
Oh yeah, well that. I still don't know what happened with Sonic. That was crazy. I was going to mention that earlier, too.
Oh, that was a live-action thing, too,
right?
Yeah,
which...
Apparently it's very good. I haven't watched it, but apparently it's pretty good. So, good adaptation, I guess, from what I'm hearing.
Not
sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I still... Yeah, that's what it is. I'm still very, skeptical about that, how they released that first cut of that one trailer. Like, it definitely seemed like it was a huge PR.
Conspiracy, right?
That was like, it seems
for PR.
It makes so much sense that they had that in their back pocket, and they're like, look at this weird thing we made, and everybody's like, no, and they're like, we listened to you guys, we've redone it.
Do you know about that, Alyssa? Like the original design for the live action movie for Sonic, and then the one they ended up going with, where he kind of looked like very like kind of creepy.
Yes, I do remember that, because Amara was talking about it, because the kids, they like the Sonic movies. They said it would look hella weird looking.
Yeah, that's how they released the first trailer, and they got like so much backlash.
You motherfuckers!
that they had released something later, and it was like way more true to the actual like design of the character, and it looked like better overall. But Aqua and I talked about it like a long time ago, and like we thought it was like conspiracy theory to get like more PR. For like people would be like, oh, that looks so bad, but that would get like more eyes overall. So when they did actually make the real change, like it would seem like they were like kind of catering to people and like making it better, so they'd watch it. Yeah,
and that's crazy for like video game movie, because what's the other one? Mario. I haven't seen that one either.
That one's not bad. I mean, I enjoyed it. There's people who have problems with it. I thought it was fine.
Jack Black. I mean, I'm thinking about going to the Minecraft one with the kids, because Jason Momoa and Jack Black. I was like, I gotta see it. It looks funny.
I refuse. Let's see. For video games, Assassin's Creed is a bad live action remake. So was Doom.
I didn't know they had that. A movie for
long time ago now.
Yeah, they have like they've been trying to do it for years now. It's never worked. Like to just live action a video game. Like Witcher, I was kind of decent in the first season and just turned really bad.
They really fucked that up.
It
keeps coming back to like writers that want to make their own story.
Yeah,
that keeps happening. They're like, we have this great original like IP. Oh, great. Or I guess it's not original, but they have this great IP, and then they're like, I want to make it into my own story, and it's like, well, Why didn't you just make your own story to begin with? You should have just pitched that.
All right.
Watch them do Crash Bandicoot next.
I feel like
You're gonna
or
hate
like
that.
a Jack and Daxter.
Unless they make a cartoon instead.
Oh.
If they make it animated, then it's
I just
probably
thought
gonna
of
be
one
okay.
live action remake from video game Tomb Raider. I do love those movies.
Well, that Angelina
Oh,
Jolie.
really?
We all remember.
Peak
Me and
Angelina
Legion
Jolie.
remember that poster
Why was she wearing such tight suits?
for me.
So she could do her fucking acrobat shit.
No, actually,
Lara
those-
Croft,
I
man.
feel like those. I mean, they probably weren't great movies, right? But I think I remember watching. It was
First
generic
one's
action.
all right.
Yeah.
Cradle of Life is just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in this movie.
It's Angelina Jolie. It doesn't matter.
What
It's
about
good.
the newer remake of Tomb Raider with what's her face? I forgot her name. But that one was like adapted from the 2012 game, I think. 2011, 2010?
Those are all
Yeah.
great.
That's Tomb Raider?
I
The
forget
one
what
where
Tomb
they
Raider
go to the island and and then these Japanese settlers lived on this island and it was like cursed and all that shit. That was what the movie was kind of based off of, was that game.
Did I watch that movie? I don't know if I
So
did.
it's a different
I played
actress.
The game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may have been like, it's not Angelina Jolie. I don't want to watch it.
Well, but it's Tomb Raider though.
But it's
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
I know, and I love Tomb Raider. I'll have to see. I can't remember a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that movie came out like 2015, 2016-ish
I
maybe.
feel like I
forget.
would have, because I love
Yeah,
Tomb Raider.
I feel like you're right.
I'll ask
Yeah.
Brendan if I've seen it.
Yeah, no,
But,
I like to play pretty much every Tomb Raider game that comes out. They're so fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. They're so good. Even though they piss me off.
I mean, I haven't played a lot of the earlier ones, to be fair.
What? I bought them for Legion. He hasn't even played them.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
she's
still
like,
getting to them.
she's refreshing every day. That page, his
Come on,
0
where
hours
is it?
played. 0 hours played.
Just
It's
get
okay.
in the main
I wa-
menu.
Let's see. Fallout was good.
Oh,
I think
need to
Fallout
watch
was good.
that.
The TV show. Yeah, I actually did enjoy Fallout. It's one of my favorite. Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games ever, and I thought they did really good job of like this post-nuclear America that's just filled with like these different like cult-like factions that try to rob and kill each other, and like this is like it's actually pretty good. So I'll give it that one. I'm
I
trying to
remember
think.
these guys watching it, but I never saw it.
It's a fun time. It's just weird and fucking wacky and random, just like Fallout is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
yeah,
Amara
like-
a Nuka-Cola shirt, I remember, for Christmas one year, and she was, like, all about it. I was like,
I think I want to get that as a tattoo.
Whoa.
Nuka-Cola,
Not gonna lie.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, the Nuka-Cola. That'd make it sick.
Fallout 3 was so good.
I'm trying to think
I played
of
the shit out of
my
Fallout 3.
favorite live action remake from anything. Probably Dune.
I still haven't seen that.
I mean,
God, I'm so
I guess,
far behind.
yeah.
Adaptation
I actually
remake.
need to see the set. I think I'm gonna have a marathon where I watch 1 and 2 in like you know for like 5 hours.
Ooh, gonna do that Lord of the Rings esque marathon
that'd
where
be
you're just
nice.
sitting down for 9 hours
Yep.
Yeah.
watching all
Get
3 movies.
real high, cause like I listened to the every single audiobook of it. So I don't know if that counts for some people, but it was
Yeah.
really good.
I'm a little biased because they got one of my favorite directors, Denis Villeneuve, directing the Dune movies, and I fucking love him and everything he does. So I love those movies. Also Zendaya.
Yeah. Of
Oh,
course.
yeah, Zendaya. I like her. She's cool.
Just so cool.
I like that she's taller than her boyfriend. It's so funny.
And Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Mr. Spider-Man. Yeah.
Can't believe those two are dating.
I know. It's so strange. I like it though. They're like opposites, but they work well together. I like it.
And
That's true.
and
You
Timothy.
think they're going to be a movie together again? That's not Spider-Man.
Maybe they'll have to write one.
Oh.
Maybe it'll be
Just
a
a
live
just
action
make
remake.
it of their story.
Yes.
How I Rizzed Spider-Man. A Zendaya
Yeah.
story. Zendaya.
I
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Trying
If
to
I-
think of some other good movies. What was your other suggestions too?
For what?
That's
Different
life update.
Life updates. I thought it was more geared to maybe it was Brandon. He was like, you should ask him what kind of martial arts movies they like.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I like
Let's
Kung
see.
Pao and Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my god.
You know, I'll give it to that.
Kung Pao went
Comedy.
through the fist. I mean, oh my god. We've talked about that before. Like, holy fuck.
Yes,
I never.
extensively.
Still don't think I've
Me and
laughed
Relytan
harder than
always
that
quote
in
it.
my life.
Right? I know.
I mean-
That movie, I don't care how many times I've seen it. I cry laughing.
I need to
It's so
rewatch.
stupid.
I need to get. Well, I also need to get super high for that one and rewatch that. Holy shit.
We should watch that one night. I would have
do a
couple
commentary
things to watch
track.
it.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
like a way to bring back Movie Club without actually bringing it back.
Yes.
That's such a meta thing because it's like already dubbed over, and we're gonna like dub it over again.
Yeah. The triple dub. The dub.
It's-
There's a good.
I tried to get the kids to watch it, and they were just like, "This is stupid." I'm like,
Bruh.
"It's so funny." Are you
Damn,
kidding
they don't
me?
know, man.
Wait till
Shit,
they-
really? I showed it to my cousin who's like 13, and he fucking loved it.
See?
He said this is like meme culture,
It's a
like in
boy
a
thing.
movie. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's just random shit, and like some of it's not even like talked about, but it's just funny.
It's just
Like, why-
funny.
Why is there like the Titanic at the bottom of that one like waterfall that they're training at?
Oh
It
yeah.
just doesn't make any sense, but it's just funny.
That's awesome. Because,
Yeah.
like, honestly, like, I watched it so long ago. I watched it. It was the perfect experience. And then I didn't watch it again. And it's been marinating. And I don't think I remember anything about it. So it's like I'm blessed. Like,
Oh,
okay,
God.
you know what I mean?
nice.
It's like I'm
like
it's
watching it for the
it's like I
first
watched
time.
it.
Yeah.
It's like I know it's great, but I also don't remember it. I'm just.
I love
Yeah.
how they get the dubs like perfect. So like you see the dog bark, and then 3 seconds later it's a.
See, I forgot about that, but that I like remember it now, and that's so funny.
Oh God. it's
Chicken
Stop
go
spoiling
cluck
it.
cluck,
Stop
cow go moo. Piggy go oink oink, so do you.
Spoiling the
Yeah.
movie I
Be an
already
animal
saw.
just like you.
I love that movie. It's so dumb.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Does like
One of the best spoof movies out
it's
there, for
spoof?
sure.
I mean, yeah, right, for sure.
Absolutely.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just want to go, like, what would what counts as that? God, what's the one? What's the movie with Gun Kata?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
Equilibrium?
yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
the Christian Bale movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Is that a
Oh,
martial arts
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
movie kind of thing?
Yeah, actually. Technically, yes, it
Gun
is.
Kata. Dude, I think it's a fucking, like, I don't know. It's a really stupid, like, thing, but, like, I don't know. They just make it work in that movie.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
how
think
you
I've seen
film
it.
it.
You haven't
and
seen
how
it?
it's
Yeah, they
acted.
basically just have a martial arts where they are holding, like, 2 guns, and they just start fighting hand to hand, but they also have guns.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
really
One
well
of my
done.
favorite fighting movies is Kill Bill. I love that. I
Ooh,
love those
yeah,
movies.
good choice.
Yeah.
Which
those
one?
are
1 or
good
2? Or
ones.
just the series in general?
Oh, all of it. It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
fighting
Oh, God, that
movies.
that movie goes so hard.
Mm-hmm.
those movies go so hard.
They were so well written. I love those.
Does the
Um,
Keanu Reeves movies count? What are they again? The
Yeah, John Wick.
Yeah,
John Wick. Yeah.
Mhm. Dude, I remember getting into a fucking argument with one of my cousins because he said like Fast and the Furious was better than John Wick. I was like,
Ooh.
fuck
Oh,
you.
please.
No, it is
I
not.
don't think so.
I mean,
They're not even in the same fucking realm.
He must have heavy like nostalgia for the Fast and the Furious. They're just like those super fans. They're like these like Fast and Furious super fans. They can't let it go. Like I just feel like there's like this like portion of people that are just like I don't know. I think they're just nostalgia.
Cool for its time.
Yeah.
But you watch them now and you go, my God, this is so dorky. You know, like, you're like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
so
I got-
many of them.
I know, and I think there's like one more coming out, or maybe
Oh,
if that,
my
like one more
God.
coming out too.
One more. I
'Cause,
mean, what do you- that was what I said 10 years ago.
when the second one came out. Actually, you know what? I'll give it to Tokyo Drift. I do enjoy that movie, and I still go back to it
There's like
sometimes.
an aesthetic about
Fast-
that, wasn't there? There was a video game about that too, and that was a decent video game.
Yeah, it was in Japan, and it's still one of the only Fast and the Furious movies where the conflict is ended in a race, not like an explosion where we were doing shit. Like they actually just raced to like settle their differences.
Actually fast and actually furious.
I remember walking to the theater to go see that movie. I think I was living in Bakersfield at the time, and I walked to go see that movie because I was so fucking bored. It was so hot, and I was like, oh,
I
there's
need
nothing
AC.
to do. Yeah, and so we walked over and watched that. Is this the same theater, too? I saw the Pokemon movie when it came out, and it was like the premiere. I remember standing there with my brother and my cousin, and they were giving out Pokemon cards for the kids that were waiting out in line. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. I just saw them.
Was it the first one that came out? The first Pokemon?
The first one, yeah, with
With
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo? Yeah.
They were.
And stuff like that. Holy shit! I think I remember that. I think that was like one of the few times like I actually have a core memory where I was waiting in line to see that movie.
Yep.
I think they were just.
I have just the faintest memory of it, and crying in that movie. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, when Ash gets turned to stone, like he looked at Medusa or some shit.
Oh, Pikachu. Yeah.
I don't even know if I definitely saw it. I think I saw it. I don't even remember hardly any of it.
And I got a free Mewtwo card. I don't know where that is though. Now.
Yep, me too. It was super cool.
I might have.
Mewtwo. Cute. I loved that movie. It was so cool. And then you got to see all the new characters and everything.
I think
Pokemans.
I just saw they were. I think they were giving away Pokemon cards at like a Seattle Mariners game. Or something, because I guess that's not Nintendo. Well, I guess it kind of is, because I guess the Mariners.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, it's the Pokemon company, but I mean Nintendo. I mean, they like own a lot of it or something. They're kind of separate, but they're kind of the same. But they the Mariners have a Nintendo patch on their jerseys.
Oh, that's
for like
cool.
sponsorship.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Yeah.
and I think they were giving away Pokemon cards at the games.
Man, that'd be a collector's item.
Oh, you know what? We didn't even bring up live actions from video games. Fucking Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
First
That's
movie,
good.
pretty good. Second movie, a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Those never. Oh, was it Street Fighter with the like notoriously bad live action? I can't remember now which one it was.
Oh yeah, there's two of them too. There was like a '90s
Yeah.
Street Fighter,
Well, one
and
of
then
them was,
the
like,
one that
almost-
was in the early 2000s.
Was it? Doesn't one of them was like literally a scam? I think. Like a literal like tax evasion.
It was a tax
It
write-off.
was. I can't remember now
Yeah.
the T on that, but yeah, like one of them. Yeah, I think I can't remember now. Yeah, it seems like fighter movies are always like cursed. And to be fair, like I'm not the biggest fighter fan, so like to me it does seem like the whole movie would just be people just fighting, like you just be
Yeah,
one after
pretty
the
much.
other, just people like one on one in this place,
Yeah.
and they would just fight. And it's like, what else? What other story could there be? I guess they do inject story into those games, so I guess.
Well, shit. I mean, look at the Resident Evil movies. Those ones took off from the video game. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like
true.
their whole
Bananas.
like they're a whole nother galaxy, honestly.
yeah, they had the games, then all the movies, and then they came out with more games with different stories. I was like, damn, this thing's been going on for
Yeah.
a while.
Capcom makes some serious bank off those. Like now that I think about it, but like I think I like the first movie, and then the rest are just kind of bad. And then they remade another movie, like it was called Welcome to Raccoon City. It has some cool elements, but overall pretty bad. And then they made a TV show that's just not really related to
Really?
anything, honestly. Yeah,
What
it was
the
on
freak?
Netflix.
Let's keep it to the video games, folks.
It's just not good. I
wait,
don't
yeah.
even know why they made it.
That was crazy. Yeah.
The
great.
storyline's gotten so far from everything else. I would like to see a movie about, I can't remember which number game it is. I don't know if it's 7. The one with the castle.
The castle, the newest one, number 8, Resident Evil
Is it
8,
8?
with the Lady D,
Yes.
with that tall ass lady.
That,
Oh,
that one.
yeah.
I would like to see a movie with that.
Oh, of
Who,
course.
who do we cast for the tall lady?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Damn. There's a few
I
options.
don't know.
Just get like a basketball player.
Yeah, I mean, can I
Yeah.
be the casting director?
Have her
And
fill
I would have a lot of methods for casting that that lovely tall.
Mostly tape measure. That's my
God.
method.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
be like whichever one. Okay, I should get off this subject.
Who's the main character in number 8? That's his name, Ethan, right?
Is it?
Not Ethan Klein.
Ethan Klein.
God, that guy.
That'd be hilarious as a cast. Cast him as a Resident Evil character.
I mean,
that'd be
one of the
cool.
mutants or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'd like it to be more horror based, except like not action based. Like he can't have like good weapons or some shit when he's going through the castle.
Yeah.
Because
It's a good
I feel like the
questions.
first, speaking of adaptations, the first like Silent Hill movie has got like some good moments and things like that. You know,
I forgot about that Silent Hill.
Oh.
Yeah, I like those movies.
I feel like those would be the easiest to adapt, but they just have like a rocky relationship with trying to get the live action stuff going.
Yeah.
What about The Last of Us? That's a decent.
Oh,
remake.
actually, I
yeah,
did enjoy that.
Yeah. Is the new,
I did
is the
enjoy
new
the TV show.
season coming out anytime soon? Like what's
Yeah,
the-
like in September.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Maybe something.
The
Bad.
Walking Dead game was good too.
The people who haven't played like Last of Us are just gonna get their hearts shattered in the second season.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just fucking cry.
Shit, I need to.
I know. I know it's gonna happen. I'm still gonna cry.
Yeah, these guys, they've been playing through, the kids, they've been playing through and watching it. They're all into the two lesbians in the show.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. I can't remember that kid's name. The one that plays Ellie, that actress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
she's the same actress from Game of Thrones too.
I was just
Yeah.
reading
Well.
something about her. Now I'm blanking on the name. I know what you mean.
Yeah, she was just in the news. She's like, guess what, guys? I'm autistic. I was like,
Okay.
You and every other Zoomer.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just Googled.
that TV show's pretty good.
yeah.
Like very like sad and depressing, but so is the game. But
Yeah, these guys
so
love it.
so Alyssa, you can't watch it because there's definitely animals that die, and there's definitely
Nope.
very very depressing moments. Like holy shit, you're like, yeah, I can see humanity doing this, but it's not nice. But I can see them doing this.
Can't do it.
But Bella
I'm
Ramsey.
pissed. Bella
Bella
Ramsey, that's the
Ramsey.
one,
And
yeah.
I was looking at Ethan from from Village, from Resident Evil Village, and I think it would be Chris Pratt. I think he would play him.
I think Chris Pratt should play that role. We should recast Ellie as Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh. You know who would be good, and I just want to see him in it? Is it Tom Hardy? Yeah.
Tom Hardy,
He
the
exists, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one
for
who was in
Village?
Legend, right? Is that Tom Hardy? Yes. I think he should be in The Village.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess I could see it. Looking at Ethan.
Yeah, he's the one who plays Venom, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that's
guess
the guy.
I can see it, you know, I mean, little difference.
poor Tom Hardy. Every time he has to do American accent, he loses a little bit of his Britishness.
I know.
Every time.
God. He got to keep it in Legend. It was good.
That's true. That's true.
Such a good movie. So sad. Fuck. I was just thinking about that the other day.
Alyssa thinks every movie's sad.
It is sad,
It
man.
could be the fun. It could be the most lighthearted ending ever, and she'd be like, "But they're gonna like die one day."
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
know.
die when they're 80. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, they fed an animal. It might die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't
see?
watch. Don't watch
That's-
Last of Us.
Nope. I'm not. I can't. I'll get upset. Anything that has to do with animals, especially cats, I get so upset. Oh, Hattie too. Hattie gets really upset. So I'm like, nope, can't
Genetic.
watch it.
She's got the gene.
Yeah.
Genetic sadness.
Genetic sadness.
There's words for that.
That's why I don't watch those movies, man. Like, and I think that's why I like horror movies, because there isn't like a lot of that most of the time, and it's just scary, you know. And I was never really into like love stories, like romance stuff, except for Bridget Jones. I love the Bridget Jones movies. My mom was into them. Then I got into them because now I'm the same age as Bridget Jones in the first movie. Me and my mom just watched the latest one, All About the Boy. That was really good. But like, other than that, everybody, like when I was getting older, everybody was talking about how good The Notebook was. I never watched it. Never.
Gosling?
And I love Ryan Gosling.
I would say as far as like Jordan Sparks series, that's like one of the lowest ones, honestly.
Yeah.
Never watched
like,
it.
I never
heard
watched
about it a
that.
lot,
Never
though.
saw Silver Lining Playbook, Fault in Our Stars. None of that shit. I don't
You're
know.
not-
I
are
don't
you
You're
even
part
a
of
girl?
the Hugh Grant era.
I do love Hugh Grant, but in Bridget Jones. The Playboy.
He was like slaying in the romantic comedy
He
section, like from
was.
in the early 2000s. You know, like all the Bridget Jones. Like, did you hear about the Morgans? About the boy?
About the
was-
boy, yeah.
I love Actually.
And I never really ever thought that he was attractive, but he's so charming. It just makes up for it. And yeah, I was like, damn, I would have slept with him too, probably. Shit.
If he showed to me up with his eccentricities, I would be like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
happening
Let's
tonight.
do
I
it.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. But that charm. There's always that charm.
It just gets you the charm, the accent, of course. Yeah, that would have worked
Is
for
it?
me.
I don't know. Have either of you? I know Legion didn't, but like, did either of you watch Severance? The movie, or not the movie, the show? Oh, it's,
The
I guess
show.
it's an Apple TV
No.
show. Okay, anyway, there's a
I plan to.
yeah,
I plan
yeah.
to.
I mean, it's good. There's this one guy on there. His name is. Don't know who I'm talking about when I say Tillman. What's his? I keep getting him confused because there's an old Bears player named Tillman, and I can't remember which first name was which. Anyway, the actor's name is Tillman, and he's like a really attractive black man, and he's like I think he's bi or something. Anyway, he's like he does these after. Well, he plays a really cool character, but like he does these after like episode like interviews, and like I don't know, like he's so charming. Like I don't know, like I just have like this biggest man crush on him, and I'm like, hell yeah. I don't know if he's bi or gay, but he's one of them. But he's like, I'm like, hell yeah, I have a chance.
He's got something.
I'm not even gay, but you know what? I have a chance with this charming motherfucker.
Well, if he's bi, he's upped his chances.
I know. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, is he gay? Because like, I might just like send a fan letter or something. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
a
usually
photo
I'm
of
usually
myself.
not down, but he's a charming guy.
Aqua's tickled.
I know.
by
I'm
him.
tickled. He tickled my pickle.
Fancy him.
But like,
That's cool.
yeah, no. But yeah, definitely recommend Severance. I mean, just the second season just ended, so people are like in a tizzy.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Frailty?
I don't think
What is
so.
that? Is that
It's
on something?
a psychological thriller. It was like one of my favorites when I was in junior high or high school. Yeah, it's pretty
Your favorite
crazy.
what?
I just
Okay.
like a psychological when
Yeah.
I was younger, but
Oh, I remember this like a core memory from Blockbuster, but I haven't actually watched this movie.
Oh, like it's like the
yeah.
the art.
the film art on the front.
yeah, it's like red and black, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember this on a VHS. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably did see that on the
I
shelves.
think you would like that one, Legion, because I know you like to analyze film. I just thought of it right now, and I was like, you know what? Who would like that?
and the animated remake.
And the
Yeah, they
animated-
make animated.
yeah. They make a cartoon remake. No.
There's probably a couple movies. Isn't there a couple movies like that? That would be a cool.
Probably.
That'd be cool to see. Like, yeah, like
It's got Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey. God damn.
Fuck, it's been forever since I've seen it.
So it takes a lot
Yeah.
of deconstructing and be like, actually, the theme is and the message is and the
Actually.
cinematography is trying to say.
Read this the
IMDb,
you know what I'm saying.
The
A
synopsis?
mysterious man.
Yeah,
that
what the movie's about.
on
One
IMDb.
day, a little blue-collar worker has a revelation. He must destroy those revealed to him as demons. He then begins the serial killing of God Hand Killer across
Yeah.
Texas, but he also has two young sons, the younger of whom idolizes him and believes in his cause, while his older brother is revolted but cannot bring himself to stop his father. 20 years later, the elder son walks into a police station and confesses.
Yeah.
So he's out there. He's a demon slayer. Good for him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he starts hearing voices, and it's God telling him he's got to kill these people. He gives him like a list of people or something like that. It's been forever, but I think you would like it. Shit, I'll watch it with you. I haven't watched it in a long time.
We do. We need to start up our movie club. Honestly, I was kind of liking the every like Saturdays we didn't record. We were watching a movie and then we were back to it.
Watch a movie and have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to do that soon. Brandon's been wanting to make me some margaritas.
A margarita for you.
Yeah, I need a fucking margarita after this week. Jesus Christ.
Dude, oh yeah, well, yeah, I didn't. That's another potential task.
Start smoking again.
I know. Dude,
you're that duck
I thought
smoking
about
the classic.
I thought about it because Brendan smokes, outside before we eat dinner and stuff, and I was like, "Fuck, man,
I think I might need to in order to keep this diet up, honestly.
For real, and for me to start eating, because I'm not eating that much, I'm like, shit, maybe I will every once in a while, because I'm not eating enough and stressed from work and stuff. And then he was like, oh, once you start working there full time, we're gonna have to like really go on vacations a lot for like your mental health, because
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
He saw me coming in every day and just being like, I just would get straight in the shower and be in there for like 20 minutes. Like,
yeah. Like mental breaks important, especially for your line of work. But we have one coming up. Just gotta wait.
Pretty soon.
Shoot, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to dox us. But we're going to New Orleans, people. You don't know when though, so you can't follow us.
Oh, we haven't really. Yeah,
right.
The editor has edited out any of our November trip. I mean.
In the dead of winter.
yeah. December 25th, around there somewhere.
Yeah. I am excited.
Oh yeah, mental break would be awesome.
Yeah, I know.
A margarita break.
We need to do. All of us need to do good with self-care. I have been doing good with making my overnight oats. I sent you that recipe for the one that tastes like an Almond Joy. I made me and my supervisor that, and oh my god, it was so good. I was like, okay, this is something different than just the plain one I had been doing.
Yeah.
It's good. I need some more ideas, though, because
being on a diet, it's fucking hard, man.
It is. It's lame sometimes.
Like, you think working out is, like, hard. It's really not. After a while, it just becomes routine, and you just expect to do it, and just, like, brushing your teeth and all that. Being on a diet is so fucking, like, all about, like, mental, man.
Yo.
It's hard.
That's where, like, the true, like, that's like taking organic chemistry in high school. That's how you separate the weak. Is basically that.
It's so hard. And my fucking supervisor always wants to eat crap. And he just went and had his blood work done, and his cholesterol's through the roof. He's only like a year older than me, or 2 years older than me. And we've said it. We need to save money, and we can't eat crap. We've agreed. But every time lunch rolls around, he's like, did you bring a lunch? And he knows I didn't, and I know he didn't. And then he'll be like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's go to this. And I'm like, no, Matt, dude. Like me, I'll be like sandwiches. Let's go to Jimmy John's. Let's go to Subway. We'll get something healthy. But like every week, food trucks come like outside of the building, and he has the schedule, so he knows what's going to be there. So if I bring my lunch, or if I go get a sandwich, he'll be like, go get a Korean corn dog. I'm like, oh my god, we are not supposed to be spending money or eating crap, and he does it anyways, right? So he used to bodybuild, I guess, like before he got married, he was like working out. Yeah, and so he showed me some pictures of him all beef-caked out. I was like, holy shit, he's got some muscle under there. He's not fat. He's like, he looks pretty good. He's got some weight on him, but he doesn't look bad. But he doesn't have time to work out. He has this job. He's got 2 little kids. Like, he's busy. But he eats too much, and he eats the wrong things. Matt, if you ever listen to this, it's not like I'm telling secrets. This is out there, and I give him shit for it every day, right? So Thursday was our coworker's baby shower. He comes in, and we go in, and it's catered, right? So they have 2 different kinds of pasta and pizza. So he has both kinds of pasta, 2 slices of pizza, and they made a ton of desserts. He had every kind of dessert that was there. So he had chocolate-covered pretzels, chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treats, a big piece of cake, and they made banana pudding. So he eats all this, and he's like, oh, my stomach, because it hurts. And he eats himself sick. And then we go back to our desk, and they put all the food by our desk, and here he goes with a Rice Krispie treat. I'm like, don't. I was like, you're full. Don't do that. And he's like, I'll be okay. I'm like, you have to go out later. And he always does this when we have to do home visits. I'm like, you're going to shit your pants. It's like, he's like eating it, and he's all, I shouldn't have eaten that. I was like, oh my God. I told him too. I was sitting at his desk. I was like, let me know when they start filming for your 600-pound life episode. I'm going to get my interview ready. He's like, I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm about. He's like that one SpongeBob episode. Now I'm gonna starve.
I know. That's what I say all the time. You ate my last food. Now I'm gonna starve.
There's got to be some fat bastard quotes too that would apply.
But he does that all the time, dude. And like, there's an Indian food truck that comes around each week. It makes him sick every single time, but he'll keep getting it. And he got it again, knowing we had to go do a home check. And you never know how long that's going to take, because if it turns into a crisis, we're stuck out there with PD. We can't go to the bathroom. So he eats it lightning fast, by the way.
Bro, and then, they're like dogs or something. Like,
yes.
Like, did you even taste it?
We get in the van.
Go ahead.
Right? And we start driving out. As we're leaving the office, he opens a Twix candy bar. I was all, Matt, don't. I was like, you just ate.
Put it down.
Your stomach hurts.
Drop
Put it down. And he eats it anyways. And he goes, my theory is if I eat 2 different types of food, it'll confuse my stomach and it won't know what to do. And I go, it knows exactly what to do. You're going to shit your pants.
Wait, he was a bodybuilder?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
I'm no, like, I'm kind of casting stone. Like, here's the thing. I tend to eat, like, I don't know if a lot, but, like, I don't know. Like, what I'm trying to say, I don't have much of a sweet tooth. And, like, first of all, and I don't snack a lot. Now, I will perhaps indulge in a large meal, right? And I'm no, you know, like, I don't know. I don't exactly eat healthy. I don't know if you call that. I guess I don't know. I eat large portion stuff. But anyway, I'm not much of a snacker, and I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I will say that I kind of do sometimes eat kind of fast. But that is kind of hard to. That is kind of funny. I've been working on it. Like, I don't know why. Like, I just call them a dog, and honestly, I guess I'm the same way. It's just like you see a dog eat something, you're like, did you even taste that?
I know they inhale it. Yeah, and I tend to eat really fast too, but I think that started after I had kids, because I would have to eat my food fast and then get to them.
Before they stole it.
Exactly. And I've gotten better at it, but this guy is like
no,
super fast.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain habits that like that annoy me. Like, I don't have much room to talk. I don't hate them because they're fat. I mean, I don't know if he's fat, but like, I'm not like a fat person hater, because I'm pretty fat myself. But like, yeah, it's the always snacking that always annoys me. And maybe it's just because I'm just not a snacker, right? But yeah, always having to have something. It just, I don't know why that annoys me so much. It's just like, okay. And yeah, I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so like, I'm not like eating the candy bars all the time. Like, you might see me eat like a big bowl of pasta, I guess, or a big old pizza.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my like weaknesses. But like, I don't know, like, even then, it doesn't seem that weird. Like, okay, the dude made a pizza, he's eating it. Like, it's not that weird. But like, yeah, if someone's just like constantly eating,
no, he eats a lot.
And I don't, but like, and I don't get, like, if you're sick and it makes you sick and you still eat it. I don't get it.
Just keep going.
Yes, that's what he does.
I don't get it. And like, hey, I love food, but I like good food. I think that might be the the debate is like, oh yeah, like some people just like eat
Mm-hmm.
anything put in front of them, and it's like I get it. Like I have a large palate, but if something's bad, you need to like have some sort of line, right?
And stop doing it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Matt, stop eating Pentazap. You say it's bad,
Pentazap?
and you keep getting it. Yeah, it's like an Italian place food truck that keeps going around and keeps getting it. And it's bad every time. Like, one time he sent me home early because he had diarrhea.
Dude, you should leave a.
You
You should just leave a bunch of reviews every time he has diarrhea, and you should just leave her another review. Like my coworker ate it again.
know.
It gave him
He
diarrhea
did it
again. Like
he
1
won't
star.
stop. Like, he's so funny too, because like, you know, and before I was doing that too, like I would not eat all day, and then I'd have like one big meal, and it's so bad for you.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
And
I'm not saying it's the best way to do it.
He will do that too, but he eats like such a large amount. I can't eat that much. Like, we'll go to KFC. He's like, if he hears this, he's
An
gonna be
entire
like, "Oh,
bucket,
God."
dude. Don't say it.
Blowing up his whole shit.
Yeah, he eats like these 2 big old pieces and then the large sides and all of that. But I never really see him drink soda, so he's like, at least
good for
there's
him.
that, you know. But he just
least
eats
there's
a
that.
lot.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I try to cut down on my soda, but I have a weakness.
But, you know, he's such a good sport. He's not fat at all. He's
Good for him.
got a little bit more weight on him, but you could tell, like, he could probably lose it really quickly,
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
And, like, just a few days ago, we just had another birthday party, and the girl was like, oh, I accidentally cut a big chunk of cake. Does anyone want this? He goes, I'll take it. I was all, no! And then he's like, it's fine. I'll walk around more later. I go, oh, yeah, Matt, let me know how that
When
fucking
do you
blood
ever
work
walk
comes
around?
back. Yeah, Jesus.
You walk right to the toilet.
Yeah, right to the toilet. It's so funny,
No, yeah,
dude.
he
I'm
probably
always
has a
giving
pretty
him
fast
shit.
metabolism, especially as a former bodybuilder.
Yeah, and you know, he is pretty strong. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when we have to do stuff, like, he's the one who lifts. He won't let me carry anything heavy. And, yeah, he's pretty strong, but he doesn't really have time to, like, go to the gym and do that kind
pretty
of
tall?
stuff.
And he's
you
like
know?
dirty bulking. He's not even eating healthy stuff.
Right, no,
He's
that's
just
what I'm
eating like KFC.
Well, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
dirty
It's like, you
bulking.
know what? Like, you know, like as me, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have that many muscles, but just my pure weight can like solve most problems.
He's pretty damn tall,
Yeah, I
too,
mean, and that's the
actually.
other thing. Tall and like pretty like heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to have the strongest muscles. Obviously, if there's certain things that wouldn't be able to be done, but like I don't know. I just feel like if I put my weight behind, like they say that for a reason. Put your weight behind it. And I feel like when I put my
Yeah.
weight behind something, it's like and it clunk, like it breaks or comes loose.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I mean, he's at least 6 feet tall,
Sure.
probably. But I asked him one day, I was all, "How tall are you?" And he's all between 5'9" and 6'2".
Wow. Wait, oh yeah, those are like, isn't that like the golden ratio? Like I'm like 6'2", I feel like, but yeah,
Yeah.
like 5'9". Yeah, isn't
He's-
that like or like some guys are like insecure that they're not like 5'9". I guess it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm like, that's such a jump.
I know you're right. No, it's,
I
it's such
know.
a huge margin.
A range.
He just tells me dumb stuff all the time. He's always fucking with me too, and like he'll tell me something super serious and then start laughing. But I'm like, I don't know this,
Dude.
You know, like
That's how my
What?
that's like how my dad messes with my mom. He'll just say something nonsensical, and she'll be like, "Really?" And he'll be like, "No." And
Yeah.
it's just like, okay.
and then it makes me look stupid because I'm like, how am I supposed to know?
I mean,
I don't
sometimes
know.
I feel like my mom's a little naive. I'm just like, Mom, it's a joke. He's being silly. He's making kind of a joke.
Alyssa, you're supposed to kiss the parents on the forehead before you leave you leave the house. You're
Oh my God. Really?
investigating.
Yeah, he does that to everybody. He's always doing something stupid. Like, he told one of our coworkers, "Oh, I got subpoenaed for court. They're probably going to do it to you, too, since you were on the case." They're like, "What? Are you serious?" He's all, "No." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
Stop!"
I fucking love people like
I
that.
mean,
always one bit going
I
around.
think I do kind of pick up on that, like from my dad. Like I don't know, I'll say something, and then I'll just be like, no, like I don't know. I try not to make it like I don't like when people say like, this is like they like I don't get it. Like they just say it super. I guess they're just being convincing, but like they say something like super weird. Like you said, like they're subpoenaing me, and I'm just like, and what else am I gonna say to that? Am I just gonna be like, you're wrong?
Yeah.
Like.
We'll
Okay,
win.
like
No.
but what if he's not? If I don't know anything about it, so if he's telling me it,
Yeah, so you
Okay.
assume it's true, and then he goes, "Just kidding," and you're like,
okay.
"Why do I feel like an
Yeah,
idiot? You're
why
an
am I the idiot?
idiot."
You said that. I don't know
JK,
where.
JK.
And then, and then the next time he says something, yeah. And that's just it. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the next time he says something, you say bullshit. And he's like, no, it's real. And then you're stupid again. I think that's kind of their aim. I think that's their aim, is to get you to call bullshit on something true, and then they'll get you again. That's kind of their...
Yep.
Yes, I think that's his goal.
Yeah.
But anytime he starts lying to someone else, I go, don't listen to him. He's stupid. And he'll start laughing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And also that.
Yeah. He just, he likes to have his fun. He's bored.
Great Craig, as they say in Ireland.
Yeah, great Crick. Yeah, that's him for sure. But you know what? Having him as a supervisor has been the best. Like, he feels like my friend more than anything. Like, we mesh super well. Everybody else loves us together, and it's so funny because there's like a foot difference in our height, and he's really like nice and super cool and calm, and I'm the one that's like, I don't give a shit, you know, like I'm talking to the
we
parents.
Need to make a sitcom right now.
Yeah, you're like Parks and Rec. He's like he's like your Chris Traeger, where he's like the happy one, and then this one has to break all the bad news, which is like Ben.
Yeah.
Power couple.
Or he gives like a generic explanation about something, and I'm just like, this is what he means, you know?
What's the title of your show?
Shit, I don't even know. What would they call us? I don't know.
I mean,
a weird duo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But they love that I'm always teasing him and keeping him on his feet and giving him shit, because everybody's like, because he fucks with everybody. So I'm always giving him shit and making him laugh. Like, we were at the baby shower, and we were guessing. It was like a guessing game, how many of this is in that. And I was like, 115. And then he put his answer 116. I was like, I swear to God, if you win, I'm fighting you in the parking lot.
Wait, was it one less or one? Would you say, yeah, like, is it the Price is Right rules?
Yes.
Like, did he guess one less than you?
Yes. He guessed one more than me.
Yeah.
I was all, you fucking, I swear to God, you better not win, or we're going to fight.
We're throwing down. We're throwing hands.
We're throwing down, yeah, for an Amazon gift card. I will fight you. Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird, fun duo. And I'm sad it's going to be done next month. Yeah.
No.
Are you switching supervisors afterwards?
No, I graduate in May.
God will intervene.
What, you won't go underneath him afterwards?
Well, if I get hired, yeah.
No guarantee, though, I'm guessing. Or, like, no guarantee for right there, at that place.
From what Matt says, it took a year for them to hire him. It takes them 6 months to review applications. They have like a hiring pool that they do. They have like openings. So in May they're gonna have another opening, and they have however many people that can apply, and they say it takes like 6 months to go through applications, and sometimes it can take like a year to hire. And then I talked to somebody the other day in a separate section, and she said that right now they're on a hiring freeze, so she doesn't even know when it's going to open.
Like a hiring freeze, is that what we mean? Or that what we said?
Yeah, a hiring freeze for our department.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I mean, yeah.
So I don't know.
You'd hope somewhere is hiring, like some like section, some municipality or something.
I mean, but I really want to be there, and I want to be in the same unit and stuff like that. And
like a high spot on it, right? Like,
yeah, and like I've got 3 head supervisors that want to write me letters of recommendation. Several people in my unit, including my supervisor, that want to write me letters of recommendation and to get me shooed into the ER department, and because I mesh well and I know the job, so they're like, oh, you would be perfect. So if I did get hired, I would be, well, he's supervisor too, so we wouldn't exactly be at the same level, but I could shadow him if I wanted to. So we'd kind of be doing the same thing for a little bit longer. I would be doing it for at least 6 months, and then they would throw me into crisis, and I'd start getting my own cases.
Well, by the sounds of it, it looks like you're already thrown into a crisis.
Yes, and everyone there, and I'm not just tooting my own horn, but like I've been going every day. I go on days that I'm not scheduled. I follow the referrals through. I'm there. I make myself available. the other supervisors that are there, they're like, you are more engaged, more passionate, and you have a willingness to learn. You're more ahead than most of the employees there. Like, we have this guy that started at the same time I started my internship. Like, he's an actual employee. And he's too chicken shit to take crises right now. Like, he's supposed to have started his crisis this month, and they had to push it out another month because he's too scared to go on his own. And I've gone out. They told him, because he'll try to get other people to go with him. Right now, he's just doing 10 days.
Yeah.
He keeps trying to get people to go with him, and everybody's like, no, dude, you got to do it on your own. And somebody was like, oh, take Alyssa with you. And he was like, oh, well, I really wanted somebody more seasoned. And so he went to the head soup, and she was like, take Alyssa. If you're nervous, then take Alyssa with you. And so he's taken me a couple times, and then I've led the interview, and he just kind of like takes notes. Yeah.
Ooh, he might not survive.
My man.
Yeah.
My man's
He might
out
not
here
survive.
struggling.
No, I don't think he's going to survive. And he's talking about not doing this job anymore and going into corrections. And I was like, if you can't do this, you cannot do corrections, my
that
dude.
doesn't seem like the right move.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
No. He can't
Maybe
raise
he
his
meant
voice.
file corrections. Maybe that's what
Yeah,
he meant.
maybe.
Students' papers.
Yeah, dude, one of the first times I went out with him, and mind you, he comes from like a wealthy family, and so when we go to certain neighborhoods, he's like, this place is ghetto. And I'm like, you do not know what ghetto is. This is not bad at all. It was like a nice neighborhood. They had a Ring doorbell and everything, and he's like, oh my gosh, this neighborhood's so sketchy. I was like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
So we go, right? And he's all nervous. And we see the lady standing out in front of the house. And he walks up and he was like, excuse me, do you live here? And she was like, yeah, I do. And she got in her car and shut the door. And I go, oh, that's nice. But I'm hanging back because technically this is his referral. Like, don't let me jump in. I'm just an intern. And he just stands there, and she rolls down the window and she's like, what do you want? And he goes, oh, hi, I'm from the department, and we're here to ask you questions. And can I give you my card? And she just fucking zooms off in her car, and I was like,
Did he said, hop in, we're chasing her.
Approach.
yeah, come on, let's go. And I was all, I think that was her. He was like, should I leave my card here? And I was like, well, you're supposed to put it on the door. And he walks up to the fence, and there was these two friendly puppies just like jumping up, and he was like, oh, there's dogs in there.
They might attack me.
Yeah, and so we came back, and if we don't make contact, we technically have to make 3 attempts, saying like, okay, we tried to go out there, and after the 3rd attempt, we mail a letter, and then we can close it. He was like, no, I don't want to go out.
One attempt is good.
They didn't answer, they're gone. Yeah. It was pretty funny, but yeah, so my... the people in my unit are just like, you've already hit the ground running. Like, you're going to do good. You're compassionate. We need people like you on our team.
I'd hire you.
So they've been pretty cool about helping me get to where I need to be. The only thing that I don't really get is the system. We have a database, and it's super fucking complicated. And I don't have access to it because I'm not an employee, so I can't really fuck with it too much. Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah, they said it takes like 2 years to really learn the entire thing without having to ask questions. Like, even my supervisor will go, what? Like,
let me reach out and see.
Yeah, because everything's case by case, and there's different forms for everything, and everything's on a time constraint. You have a certain amount of hours to do this, this, and this. If a kid's waiting for placement, you have to fill out this form. You have to contact foster family. If there's no room, you got to find other placement. It's a lot. And I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? I'm like, I think I can. Yeah.
I think I want to do that. Just
I
give me
think
the
it'd be
information
good.
and
Yeah.
I'll input it
It's
all
like-
into like certain places.
Yeah. I think it's
See,
it's easy
yeah.
to say from a third person. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I could just go up to some of these people and just be like, all right, you're answering my questions, or like I'm reporting you. Like I don't know. There's got to be like a way to do every single thing. Like I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't
Yeah.
be shy, but maybe I would be.
Oh, I
Yeah,
would be.
I know. I can see you guys be like shy. I can see, like, I have told them too. I wish there was a separate section just for the paperwork, because I know
Right.
people that would just like to do the paperwork and not do the in-person stuff, and that would make the job way easier.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
do
know?
that.
Yeah.
I could do
You
the
could
paperwork.
do that for sure. You know, or like the most I could do, you know, like would be like, okay, let me go out and do the interviews. I can deal with law enforcement and you know, everything else, like going to the hospital and everything. I can type my narratives, but after that, it would be cool to just take all of that, give it to
Right.
you, and then you write the report for the court writer, and then they send it to the judge, and you know, all that stuff. Like, if they just had that,
Like you're the
separate
front
from what
line.
we
You take
do,
the brunt, and then you
Yes.
take all your information, give it to somebody else. Yeah, like that seems
and it would
super-
help us close referrals faster.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, because a lot of it is typing, getting forms done. If there was just one more section for that, you know, I think our
You'd
job would
think
go
so.
quicker and
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there might be a reason why it doesn't work that way, but I mean,
because I don't want to fucking pay anybody. to
yeah, I
do it.
guess. I mean, yeah. I just wonder if there was like
Yeah.
a time that was
Yup,
tried that
yup.
way and that it like got real fucked up.
Damn it, David.
Damn it! I know. We do have one section that obviously court writers, that's their own separate section. And I guess those people used to be in the meetings with us. So after we do a removal or do whatever, usually the next day or the next couple days, we have a meeting with the parents, and like we'll have some advocates for programs there with us. I guess the court writers used to be able to sit in there and do their typing there, and it was better because they could ask questions if they needed, you know, clarification on something, but they don't do that anymore. And so now when they get our referral, all they have is just the narratives. So
Yeah.
if they need to ask questions, they have to come find us, and it's like, it doesn't make any you don't know the whole case. You're just kind
Yeah.
of reading a story and not really getting it, you know?
It does seem
Yeah.
You know,
janky.
wonder why they stopped that.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you say, too many. Probably, yeah. It required like too many workers, but it didn't, right? Because it's just the same amount of people. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because, I mean, I've read hundreds of narratives, but it's so much different when you're in the room with that person, you know, and
Yeah.
they're telling the story, and then the social worker's telling the story, and you just get a better picture of it. Like, sorry, I feel like I'm talking about all my shit again.
Not
Like,
bad.
taking
No
up all the
worries.
time. But, so I had told you guys about the case the other day where I had gone out, you know, to check up on a family, and during that time, Mom left the apartment, left her 4-year-old there unattended. You know, my supervisor and I, this was actually a different supervisor who's super pregnant, and it was hot that day, and it was very scary. You know, I already knew, like, this kid's locked behind a door. Like, I was afraid she was drugged. You know, I'm banging on the windows, calling her name. I was just outside playing with her a few minutes before. Mom is gone. Law enforcement, well, first Mom shows up out of nowhere, you know, and I'm telling her, you know, where is she? And she's like, she's inside asleep. And I'm like, we need to see her now. You know, my coworker is calm and being nice, but at this point I'm scared and I'm in mom mode, so I'm talking to her stern.
Yeah.
And she lets us in, you know, opens the door with a key. I see the little girl pass out on the bed with her mouth
Oh my
open.
God.
I ran over to her and checked her pulse, and my coworker's like, is she alive? You know, and I said, yeah. And when we start asking her mom about medication, she's just being just totally nonchalant. She's like, oh, it's this other medication. It's in the closet. I was all, get it. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she goes and gets it. And she's like, well, all this is going on, and I'm being so serious right now. I need you to hear me. I was all, I'm being serious. Do you see her? You could have killed her. And I was like, call the ambulance. You know, I was fucking pissed, stressed, holding that baby's hand until she went to the hospital. Anyways, so everything turned out good. She's okay now, and she's in foster care. But we have the meeting the next day,
Right.
and the facilitator of the meeting doesn't know anything about the case because he's supposed to be a neutral. That way he can talk to the parents, talk to us, or whatever. This facilitator is like a giant teddy bear. I have never seen this guy in a bad mood. He's super sweet. He is always really nice to the parents. Like, I've seen him be really nice to this fucking family that I can't stand, And I was just like, stop being nice to them,
They deserve worse.
Yes, they deserve worse. But he's always really cool and really nice, and he likes to encourage people, give them positive affirmations, whatever. Mm-hmm. He hears this case, and me and my coworker telling what happened, and he was like stone cold, just blunt and stern with them. We ended up, filing to petition with the court, and after they left, he shut the door, and he was like, oh my God. Wow. He's like, wow, that was a lot. I need to go take a break. And he went outside, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it is smoke break now.
He had to take a break. He was like visibly pissed. I was like, yeah, that's what I dealt with yesterday. I was like, fuck, dude.
Yo.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, like Alyssa shared like a story on the Discord, and yeah, it was pretty wild. That is interesting. You said that family had like a history of like drugging their kids or whatever.
Yeah, so we found out that since the baby was a toddler, they had been giving her sedatives to sleep, and that day she had given. I guess it's supposed to be a sleep time med, but they've been mixing it with another sedative. And that day she got frustrated at us and decided to lock her in the room, make her take it, and leave her on the bed so she could walk away and get away. And it could have killed her. She was very close to dying, so had we not been there, had I not, gotten into the room and gotten to her in time, I don't know what would have happened. So it was really scary.
Did you have to bust down a door or something?
I made her open the door. I said, we need to see her now. And she said, okay, I have no problem with that. And then walks us down the hallway, unlocks it with a key, had her locked in there. And so we knew this is something that they've been doing for a couple of years now, is locking her and drugging her. Mm-hmm. And I saw her on the bed, and I was just like, you get me the fucking meds right now. Show me what you gave her. How much did you give her? Get away from me. It was bad. Yeah. So
interesting story to at least hear on Discord and right now too. I mean, yeah, those are the realities of this shit.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, and shit like this happens every day. That was one of many, that happens in the city. And
you said your neighbor too.
My neighbors, yeah. I was coming home the other day, and I look and I see my coworker, and I was like, oh, look there. Oh wait, she's here working. I'm like, what is?
No, she's not going to a family party.
She's not bringing me a cake, a casserole to my home.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
She's not in line for the party, I guess.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, oh shit, in my own backyard. But now you see them everywhere. I see I see the vehicles all over town, and I'm like, oh, I know what that is, And if there's a couple of police officers, then I know it's a crisis, and they might be doing a removal. It's pretty weird. So one of my coworkers was like, oh, I almost got that crisis, He was like, I would have been down the street from your house. It's a good thing, because, if I had been with that person, I couldn't have responded, because it's my own neighborhood.
You live 2 blocks or something?
Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Yep. And it happens a lot. There's been times I've had to turn down going out, or being a part of things, because I know who they are.
Right, so you're saying if you know enough people, you're just conflicting yourself all the time then?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, oh, what's that name? I go, oh, I know who that is.
What about the
I
reverse?
can't look at it.
Obviously though, like the reverse, like if you see somebody just out and about, like abusing a kid, and you had encountered them in your job, but you weren't on the clock at the time. I guess I guess you've kind of done that already in some ways where.
Yeah. I'd call the hotline and report
Yeah.
them. I see stuff all the time, but it just depends on what it is. I haven't had to call on like any of my own friends or my family
I'm just
or
talking
anything like
just
that.
somebody
But
you see.
Or yourself.
or myself. Get these kids, please. No, luckily no. But no. If I see it, I would call. I haven't had to, but my family has because they work for the school district, and they've had to call because the shit's been going crazy over there. I have noticed a lot since working here that autistic kids. They get a lot of phone calls too. So their teachers and daycare people, they notice a lot of things going on. So we get a lot of calls for those kids running off. All the most of the time it's general neglect. So unkempt clothes, they're hungry and things like that. They disappear all the
That's
time.
just me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And for some reason, within the last couple of months, a lot of drug-exposed infants. Lots.
That's
Yeah,
crazy to deal with. I wouldn't even know the first thing. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of babies exposed to fentanyl.
Yeah.
Damn. Fentanyl. Jesus Christ.
Fentanyl in the womb and then out of the womb. We've had a couple of babies that have gotten into it and have overdosed and died.
What? I mean, I've heard of a couple stories. I've heard of parents literally giving their kids some or some, I don't know, something to calm them, so they give them a drug with fentanyl in it. It's okay, wow.
The ones that I've heard about, their parents are just drug dealers, and so it's in arm's reach, and so they've gotten into it and ingested it, and I don't think the parents knew what was going on until it was too late. Mm-hmm. And then we had one where the kid had overdosed and they didn't call until after the fact because they were trying to make it look like it was something else.
Yeah, accidental or something.
And after the autopsy came back, it was we saw, and so we were like, well, that's awful. That's fucking terrible that you let her die like that.
Arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the judge got it and was like, well, say goodbye forever.
Good.
Yeah. That's
Good.
gotta be cathartic.
Yeah, so
I want to bang that gavel.
yeah, it is. When you finally get a judge, yeah, it's crazy, dude. I've seen a lot like that, and it's really, it goes case by case, and it really depends on the judge. We'll have a mom that is pregnant, does drugs all through pregnancy, gives birth to the baby's drug exposed, and the judge will let mom keep the baby. Same situation will happen, different judge will be like, nah, fuck that, we're keeping the baby. And it's this job is so insane because you never know. We could have all the evidence, they could
Coin
be
toss.
like, you know what, let them keep them. And we're like, what? What? Are you fucking kidding me? It's so
that would be the weirdest, experience as a parent. They we'll let you have it, and then all the CPS people are going start arguing. It's got to be a weird feeling for the parent.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're for sure not getting this one back, and they're like, you know what, you can have it, and a high five. They're like, oh,
but what if I don't want them?
Well, I know, and there's that too. I think a lot of them don't give a shit, and then they end up getting it back. They're like, oh, rats! I was gonna buy meth instead.
Damn.
Should have just sold the.
Now we gotta spend it on Cheerios.
Yeah, this job is crazy. It's definitely not for the weak, but luckily right now it's just an internship. I'm not gainfully employed.
I feel like you could be a real force in the force.
In the force,
Child
yeah.
Force. Yeah, not the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Definitely. I wanted to work at this one place where it was because I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait to go do that. Maybe I'll do something fun first, where it's like, it's a camp. It's a camp for bad kids,
Ooh.
right?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like, okay, you know Bad Baby, Danielle
sure.
Bregoli or whatever, how Dr. Phil sent her to the camp with the horses and all that.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I mean,
they have
yeah.
one here.
that's
Did it help her though?
Yeah, I wanted to do it. I was like, I want to do that.
I mean,
did it help
yeah,
her?
a lot of those
though?
camps are pretty sus, but like I bet there are some good ones that are like yeah, just chill out with the horses. That could be good.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe I'll do that for a little bit and see if I like that, because I can use my degree pretty much anywhere. So
Camp
I'm like,
counselor Alyssa?
Yeah.
yes, riding a horse, telling kids to not do drugs.
Yeah. I was-
Sleepaway
that.
camp?
Yeah, sleepaway camp. I was gonna say that one day, dude. Don't think of the final frame of sleepaway camp.
Yes.
But yeah, that is, yeah, I could totally do camp. Yeah, I wanted to go glamping with Alyssa. I think she'd be a great camp director or something.
Thank you. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see.
I could see that.
Once I graduate, I'm taking a long break, which is probably like 2 months.
Oh, I just, yeah.
And then I'll go apply for these
I'm
jobs and
having
see what happens.
this like visualization of like Alyssa in her like normal like house on this camp, and like nobody's allowed in, and she has all the basic amenities, and everybody else has to like set up fires and like
It's like
yeah,
holes.
It's like holes,
Like
exactly.
the lady in holes.
I'm
Let me know when you
Dude,
find
put
something
a
interesting.
Venom in your nails. Ooh, damn girl.
I know. I smack
Yeah.
people with my venom nails.
So cool. That'd be so cool.
That would be cool. I know. Let me know when you find something interesting out there. I'll give you a glass of water.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
Oh, it's too damn bad.
Too damn bad. You know what? Maybe I will punish the children. I'm just kidding.
Maybe I
Instead
will.
of saving them.
Maybe we will dig for treasure.
Dude, find some
Yeah, just go into
find some place with a good.
Juvenile corrections instead of child welfare. Just be
kind
a
of the
total
opposite,
dick.
Yeah.
These kids gonna learn today.
Go
Yep.
on.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
No
I
horses
know.
here, just dirt.
No horsing around.
We eat the horses. Horse meat.
No onions.
Oh, God. Jesus. Yeah, we turn them into glue.
What do they?
Them rattlesnakes ain't got.
What do they?
They don't like my onions.
Yeah. What do they eat at
Jeez.
Alyssa's sleepaway camp?
Oh, man. They're getting Taco Bell.
They don't go back into the camp every day.
Yeah, they're eating Gordita Crunches and Nacho Bell Grandes.
I feel like I shit
And
my
then they have to
pants.
go dig
Or
in
have
the
them
heat.
get that,
Yeah.
or they have to go to the food truck that your coworker keeps going to.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God. Yeah,
that's the only food truck that caters to the camp.
the Indian taco truck.
Yeah, and everything's
everyone sick.
extra spicy as well.
Yeah, and all there is to drink is boba milk tea, no water.
That'd be some insane shitting that night.
Matt would be like, "This is great. This is awesome."
Got the Sugarfoot.
Yeah,
You
I'll
run
do this
this
and
place?
dig a hole. He'd send his kids there.
You gotta send your kids there.
I know, right? God. They're running the food truck.
We gotta come up with a scheme. They could build like, I don't know, the amusement park on their camp. I don't know. We got to monetize this somehow. They're basically
Yeah,
slaves for you, so
what?
like you just have them do whatever you want.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would be something. I'm sure there it was something like that, because what did they call them? Like those crazy camps. Not the one that Danielle Brogoli went to, but there was it WASP? Was that the thing?
That
But
sounds
anyways,
somewhat
they're like
familiar.
religious run, like kind of like boarding school type
Heard of them.
programs where they would have them do
Just
stuff
out
like
in the
that. Like,
woods. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary, actually.
there's been a bunch of documentaries about it, about people sending their kids to these correctional camps.
No, there's a lot of religious run ones
they're-
that basically
To
just,
pray the
like,
gay
torture
away.
Yeah, like conversion camps and stuff like that,
Right, pray
or
the gay
just
away.
like you know,
Yeah, that's for fat
they're
camps too, where they
basically
like
just
starve
working all
them,
the
and
time.
gay camps where they like beat them. It's like, oh great, this is working out super well for these religious
And they're still
places. Yeah,
happening.
because
Yeah.
nobody can do anything about
I
it. They just have to say Jesus told us, and it's like, all right, you get another chance. Just like
Jesus
the
told me.
same judge giving the kids back to the parents are like, yeah, it's okay, Jesus
Yeah.
camp, you're good.
I've always wondered that, like, about the gay conversion camps. I know they've existed, but I wonder if there are still some today.
There are.
And how you would even graduate
Right.
from that or be
It's
done
so
with
arbitrary.
that. Like, do you really have to convince them? Like, do you have to lie? And, like, how do they know
It's
you're
kind of
not
like the
lying?
Jody thing from the 8 Passengers thing, with Ruby Frankie
Oh,
and stuff.
Ruby Frankie.
Because like Jody,
Yeah.
like how do you graduate from like the I'm like apparently if what was I mean we talked about it, right? Like it's like, oh, like apparently I'm addicted to sex because I want to like have sex with my wife or whatever, and so like I have to go to like this
Oh.
therapy and like get unaddicted to sex, and like where's the and he's like, if you even look at another woman, you have to report that, and it's just like when do you graduate
And
from
she's
that?
the lesbian that
Well,
wants
that
to
too.
sleep with
I mean,
her
but
wives.
there was other
Yeah.
dudes who were in that same program, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
they show like a picture of a naked lady.
Yeah,
and
yeah, and it's like,
you
I
get
hate
erected.
it. And then all of a sudden
gotta,
you're gay, like-
got a couple more months.
like how do yeah, exactly. Like how do you graduate from that? Yeah, so same thing is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like how do you graduate from not being gay? Well, I guess if you just I don't know, you probably just have to bribe them.
How they would show a picture of a naked lady? How would she know if they had an
Right.
erection?
No,
Would
I
she
know.
around
Yeah,
them?
it's
So,
like, ting,
Like
ting,
you
ting.
say, it's so
Tap 'em.
arbitrary. Like, are you gay anymore?
Flick.
Are you? Yeah.
how could you? Okay, what would you do mentally to make sure you didn't get hard? Like, what would you be doing in your own head so you could get out of
adages,
this?
think about
Oh.
your grandma, think about baseball.
Just think about shitty moments in your
Yeah, I
life,
guess.
basically. Nothing haunts you more than
Think
shitty
about
moments in your
When you
past.
saw your dad's dick accidentally.
Oh God. Ugh. Thankfully, that has never
There's
happened to me.
Anybody ever play Shower with Your Dad Simulator? It's a real game.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit, I thought you were fucking memeing for a sec.
Yeah, no, I'm not no meme.
Shower with your dad simulator. I bet that's happened to so many little boys and they can't get that image out of their heads.
Yeah, probably.
Jesus.
Yeah,
can't.
there you go. That's imagery, like
Yeah,
Aqua was
it's
saying.
good
That's the
imagery
one
for,
that'll
So
for sex
imagery.
off,
the
for sure.
the anti-erect
Yeah.
imagery.
Grandma.
Yeah. Does it work? Or do you have to like really
I mean,
focus
if I'm
to make
looking,
it like
it would have to, if it was the sexiest, it would have to be the one of the most attractive women ever. And it's not just a picture. I don't really. I mean, whatever. I could stay. I could stay chill for that.
Desensitized. Too much porn desensitized.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're too porn brained over here.
okay?
She was right in front of me,
give
then
a
it would be tough.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a situation where each of you had to like make sure you didn't get hard. Was it like at school?
Yeah,
or...
like almost every other day in high school.
Yeah, it's like that
Oh,
tenth,
no.
that 10th thing where it's like, yeah, when you get up and you're like, oh god, you have to like suck in your gut. Or whatever.
But I just skirted around it. I just always wore a
Or
jacket
into your
around my
waistband.
waist.
Slip it up into the waistband like in Superbad. But yeah, some good pants.
That's what I was gonna say. Can't you just flip it into the
Yes.
waistband?
Yeah.
It
you
can
can.
be kind of uncomfortable and kind of awkward even do that. But yeah, that's a decent strategy. 6
Yeah,
to
I had an
midnight.
ex-boyfriend that did that. It was funny. I'd be like, what if you have to pee and you accidentally pee your pants, but it's like up
True.
That's right.
in
Yeah,
your
ooh.
face?
Yeah, it's
You could probably pass that off. Like my water bottle exploded.
yeah, bro. Get down. That's why the jacket method always worked.
The hoodie. The
Oh
hoodie
my god!
pocket.
Or like,
Yeah, even like
You know-
the fucking dead of summer, just fucking wearing a jacket.
Yeah, I'm so cold in Hawaii in summer.
It's just so hot during the summer.
what if like you have it flipped up into the waistband and you're hard, but then one of your friends sees you and they give you a hug? They're like, "Oh hey!" Like that's got to be so.
I guess
No,
so.
that's why it's always the dude hug, right? Shoulder to
Yeah,
shoulder.
the Christian side
What's
hug.
up, bro?
Ah, there you it, yo.
I mean, if it's
That's how
already
you always skated around
it's
it.
already flipped.
They hold you
Yeah.
and shake you.
If it's already flipped up, then I'm already kind of we're good.
That's the thing, Alyssa. You're learning about this now, but we've already perfected this art
I
a
know,
long
I'm
time
learning
ago.
now.
I was born in it.
You're like, nope, I've thought about this.
Uh-huh.
This exact scenario.
Shaped by
Because
it.
your bro, like
Molded
during
by
high school, like or even like, during middle school when your hormones are going crazy, your bros probably thought about this too. That's why you're like, hey, what's up, bro? Like distance,
Yeah.
like dab up.
Everyone's
Yeah.
one-handed.
We don't
Yeah,
need
what's
to
up,
get
bro?
Close to each other's crotches, for the love of God.
Everyone's hard all
Well,
the
dude,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hormones are crazy.
That is the middle school into high school hormone post pubescent life for a boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember my friend dropping a book into his lap
Oh.
at one point because he had to, we were doing presentations
Ah.
and he knew he was going next.
Dude,
and
the nervous
he
boner.
couldn't.
No.
Yeah, he was like, oh no. I was like, what's the matter? And he's like, I got a boner. I'm like,
Because your heart's
Our
beating so
teacher's like,
fast,
"Why?" He's
You
like, I don't
you
know.
don't understand how
He-
the blood works in the heart and the relationship that
yeah,
has.
he was just all
Oh.
like dropping it in his lap. I was like,
Big ass
"You
biology
okay?"
book.
So-
Boom.
I mean, some dudes are into that.
yeah, big. It was like a history textbook. It was really heavy. I was like, oh my god.
The forefathers never thought about this.
Yeah, but I mean, it must have worked. He got up there and did his thing.
He rocked out, but not with.
Yeah,
song.
right. He ran.
Is your wiener bruised? What happened?
I need to go to the bathroom after this.
I gotta go. God, that must suck. I've always wondered about that kind of stuff.
So yeah,
It's gotta suck.
it got.
Does it go away? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, as you get older, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, does it still happen from time to time?
It's just not.
Sometimes.
It's not as raging.
Sometimes.
As a teenager.
It's not as ragey. It doesn't last as long.
It's not. It's not a raging inferno of hormones. You know how it is. I'm sure women have similar things where it's like when you get, I don't know, is it like super emotional when you're like a teenager, and then eventually it's like, okay, I realize this with the hormones.
It starts to
Yeah.
level out, yeah. Except for when I'm ovulating. Like, when
Same.
I'm ovulating, I'm fucking nuts. And lately, the last few months, if I'm ovulating, I can't stop dreaming about having sex with Theo Vaughn.
Oh.
I can't. It's like every
Brandon
night.
I wish
enjoys
I had
that, I
dreams
bet.
like that. It sounds way cooler.
I can't stop. I don't know what is wrong with me, but it's been like the last few months. I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I love him so much. You know, and then I
Women
go to
hormones.
work.
I mean, I love them, but man, they're quite different from us men. I mean, like, yeah, and it's just like we're the same way, except we don't put a name to who we want, what we want to do. We want it could be anything breathing.
A warm apple pie.
Mhm.
Oh, that's silly.
All right, we
Yeah,
wrapping.
It's
Wieners.
time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That was a good two-parter. Little movie talk. I forgot to mention they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon. I think it looks crazy weird. I don't understand why they're doing it, which is kind of the theme of the whole thing.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
Yeah.
little-
Forget we did that.
Yeah.
Forget we made that.
Forget that
For real.
they made that movie. Same goes in, and forget these parents too. Whatever. I don't know. It's a good two-parter.
Yeah.
Movies and a little bit of Alyssa lore. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for listening to Forget We Said That. My name's Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion at Legion Lion on Twitch. Go ahead and whatever platform you're on, rate us, our podcast. It really helps us with discoverability. And we're also on YouTube, so go ahead and give that side love too if you're watching on that end as well.
Hungry France in
I thank
Australia.
you guys so much. Yeah.
Woo!
Shout out to Budapest. Yeah, France and Australia. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you for
Bye.
listening.